Okay, you guys, so I looked at the clock and it was 1:21 and it turned to 1:22, which is my mom's birthday. So you might be seeing ones or twos right now. That's going to be very important for you right now, is what I'm hearing. Numbers are going to be very important for you right now. Things are very shifting very fast for you. Taking a plunge. I hear taking a plunge. I'm seeing like a plunge. You're plunging the toilet and everything becoming unstuck and everything's like going down the toilet. Does that make sense? I hope so. But let me get this shared out. Actually, here, don't share it. So take that as you will. But I feel like I need to share it. So just give me a second. Maybe you guys are trying to make a lot of decisions right now. I feel like you guys are trying to make a lot of decisions. You're trying to, it's kind of like I'm seeing like a clock here, with all the gears, and it's like all the gears are trying to turn. Everything's trying to move together, if that makes sense. Everything's trying to adjust so that way you can get out of this stagnant mode. I feel like a lot of you guys have been in stagnant mode for a minute. It's kind of like you've been trying to figure out what it is that you need to do. It's like time is ticking, tick tock, tick tock. The clock is running. Tick tock, tick tock. Keep hearing tick tock. Maybe somebody needs to do more on TikTok, is what I'm hearing. It's like the clock is ticking. You need to hurry up and get things done. You need 1:22, as I said, you need to hurry up and get things done, get things balanced, continue moving things together, is what I'm hearing. I'm also hearing free form. Take that as you will. So let me get it shared. Considering others' feelings. I'm hearing considering others' feelings. 144 as I say that. You need to think about how more people feel around you as well. If that maybe somebody's very judgmental. I know during my weekend awakening, I have been very judgmental. So maybe you need to take in consideration of other people's feelings. All right, let's see what else needs to come through. Understanding the voyage, understanding your path. Voyage. You're going on a voyage. You're going on a path. You're at new adventures. New adventures are unfolding for you. New patterns, new shapes. Somebody may be doing drawing new sigils. I'm hearing sigils. Somebody may be drawing new patterns. I feel like protective symbols. I'm hearing protective symbols. Conflict is coming out. Somebody needs to really protect them right now, because you are breaking free from some things. You're letting go, is what I'm hearing. It's kind of like you're ultrasounding your own path. Does that make sense? You're going within and you're looking at the inside of where everything is going, how everything is going on around you, if that makes sense. Take that as you will. It's kind of like you are the ultrasound of your path. I feel like you need to contemplate. You need to take strength and contemplate the ultrasound, if that makes sense. God is showing you a way. God is showing you the path, but you need to go within and find the sequences that you need to find the barriers that you need to find the truth that you need to find. Take that as you will. What's up, y'all? Let me just turn this around on Facebook. There's a lot of battles that you've been withholding from, if that makes sense. Somebody's been withholding battles. Somebody's been withholding some truth as well because of the battles. You may have been feeling like you wasn't good enough. You may have been feeling like you were second guessing yourself, if that makes sense. You may have not been able to put the patterns together. I feel like somebody hasn't been able to put the patterns together, if that makes sense. But I felt, it's kind of like you jumped ship, and I feel like you jumped ship way too early, if that makes sense, because the activity that you need, the truth that you need, the visibility that you need is coming in for you, if that makes sense. You're going to be starting fresh. You're going to be starting new. You're going to be regenerating yourself, so to speak, and it is going to bring you in new possibilities. It's going to bring you in, it's going to move you away from what it is that you were hanging on to. Somebody had this cord and you were just stuck to that cord. I'm just saying, you couldn't break free from this cord. You couldn't do nothing without this cord. You couldn't turn the wheel without this cord. It's kind of like, y'all know that I'm hearing Jesus take the wheel. So it's kind of like you're asking Jesus to step in. God, creator, your strength from God Creator to step in and take the wheel for you and drive you to where you need to go. Yes, you're physically behind the wheel, but you're allowing God to step in and take you where it is that you need to go. So that way, I'm hearing Unchained Melody. So Unchained Melody may resonate with somebody, but you're unchaining from the old melodies and you're moving into new melodies. Take that as you will. But I feel like it's going to bring you in a more creative path. I feel like you're churning. I'm seeing somebody churning butter, and it's like, is it soft enough yet? Is it ready yet? How long do I got to churn this shit? It's like you've had it in that barrel for so long, and you've been waiting for it to sweeten up. You've been waiting for it to soften up, so that way you can make this fucking cake. I'm just saying, it's kind of like you're building this fucking cake, and you've been waiting so long just to bake this cake, and you don't know how. I don't want to say you don't know how. It's like you've been waiting for the butter to melt to an exact specific texture. And I feel like that texture is almost ready, if that makes sense. You're going to be moving forward. A cycle is completing for you. You're unbinding yourself. I feel like somebody's unbinding themselves from certain energies. I feel like you've been waiting for this prosperity to come in. You've been waiting for this new door to open up for you. You've been waiting for the truth to come out of you, if that makes sense. You've been hiding behind a veil. So it's kind of like you know how you get married, you got the veil down, and whenever you get up to the husband or whatever, when you get up to the spouse, they remove the veil. It's like you're removing the veil and you're popping out, and you're just like, fuck it, look, the wheel's coming out. No, that's actually the angel of the ocean with the world coming out. So the wheel is turning. You've done the healing. You've set boundaries for yourself, and it's bringing you into infinite possibilities. It's bringing you into calmer waters. It's moving you forward, is what I'm hearing. It's kind of like, it's like you are the driftwood. You're drifting with the water now. You know what I'm saying? You're no longer fighting it. You're going wherever the water's taking you, and you're not going to let anybody stand in your way because you're building bigger. It's like the Beaver's Dam. The dam is here, but there's still an opening. Does that make sense? And you're swiveling your way through the opening. Does that make sense? You're not going to let the Beaver's Dam. Let me look up beaver spiritual meaning. This card is trying to come out. Yeah, 10 of Wands. You're laying down the burdens. Okay, hold on. He's a builder of the mind, body, and soul, symbolized creativity, creation, cooperation, persistence, and harmony. The beaver, I almost said the builder. So if you build it, they will come. You're building something. The beaver is also a hard worker and will not quit the job until he's done. What does it mean in American Native cultures? Symbolize wealth and hunting success. Many Alaskan and Northwest Coast tribes to the Blackfoot people, beaver is a symbol of wisdom and associated with the sacred pipe. What does it mean in the Bible? It's symbolic of guardian angels, since they are forever trying to help the Vivencies by guiding them safely and leading them through the snow. Some critics also argue the beavers are a representation of Moses, Aslan as symbolic to Jesus, God, and the goodness of the world. What does the beaver mean in tarot? Power living, that you were born of spirit source. Yeah, see, you're breaking through the dam. You're breaking through. You're laying down the burdens and you're moving forward. You're adjusting, is what I'm hearing. You're adjusting. God put those boundaries in you. I feel like God put those walls in your way for a reason. And it actually brings me back to my TikTok video. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, change is coming in. Achievement. You're achieving your wish. You're achieving your abundance. You're achieving your responsibilities, if that makes sense. You've had time. You've been through so many fucking blockages. I feel like somebody's hit a fucking concrete wall so many times. Like, finally, I got my shit together. I'm moving forward. I know what I need to do. And then all of a sudden, bam, you hit this fucking brick wall. And you're like, damn, that was the wrong thing to do. Why did I fuck myself up like that? But you've taken the time to go within and heal yourself, to remove those bandages, to remove those blockages, if that makes sense. You got your sledgehammer, you started busting that shit down, and now you're starting over, and then bam, there was another brick wall. You're like, what the fuck? Why I have to hit all these fucking brick walls? But I feel like you've wedged your way through the maze. Does that make sense? And now you're figuring out where it is that you need to comfort yourself with. Does that make sense? I feel like you're needing to comfort yourself more. I feel like, yes, you've been through all these healings. You've hit all these brick walls. You've hit all these potholes, if that makes sense. Every time you turn around, you got a flat ass tire, you can't go nowhere. But I feel like you've managed to wedge yourself through this maze. You may be a mage, take that as you will. But I feel like you've managed to get yourself through this maze of lies. I feel like you've been through a maze of lies, a maze of illusions, but I feel like it's actually opened you up. It's hardened you, if that makes sense. It's kind of like you are Bob the Builder. Does that make sense? You've been building yourself up to this moment, to this day, to this time, to this fortune. Does that make sense? I feel like somebody's about to receive a lot of fortune. You're about to grand wealth. I hear grand wealth is what I'm hearing. And you're going to be thankful for what it is that you're getting, but you do need to, I feel like you need to release some things as well as you're getting your gratitude, as you're getting your abundance, as you're getting your wealth. You may also need to do this by yourself, is what I'm hearing, riding solo. I'll be riding solo with my solo cup. Let's see. What else? What else needs to come through? Let me just see. MT Entertainment. What's up? Readings are $35 right now, depending on what you want. That is a general reading. It's a lot of stability coming in. It may take it forever to get here. It may have taken forever for your stability, your ability to get things done right, is what I'm hearing. It may have been taking forever for your ability to get things done right, if that makes sense. But I feel like you've grown from your own disasters. Does that make sense? You've made a lot of disasters, if that makes sense. Yeah, there's been a lot of loss, but you've grown from this loss. You've rebuilt from this loss. You've gained victory from this loss, if that makes sense. You've gained truth from this loss. You're moving into calmer waters. You may have thought that the tread wasn't going to, you may have thought that things weren't going to get better for you, but I feel like they are, because you're gaining success from what it is that you've lost. Everything that you've went through, everything that you thought was right, and everything that you figured out that wasn't the right way to do things, that wasn't the right way to achieve things. And because God that put that brick wall up for you, it's bringing you victory because you've learned your lessons. I feel like somebody's learned lessons here, and that's moving you into calmer waters. Even though I feel like maybe you don't feel like it is going to be calmer for you, like the energies around you is going to be calmer for you, but I see that it is going to be calmer for you because you've allowed yourself to cut yourself free. You've allowed yourself to cut bitches out your life. You've allowed yourself to walk free, if that makes sense. You've allowed yourself to open up. 1, 2, 3, 4. You've done stuff in order. You've done stuff the way that it needs to be done. You've went in and you've done the cleaning process on yourself. You've removed entities. You've removed parasites. You've cleared your energies. You've been working on yourself, and I feel like it's caused you. I feel like the pain has caused you a new opportunity, if that makes sense. You got reunion coming out, and you got opportunity coming out. So since you have allowed yourself to cut bitches out your life, you got the Queen of Swords here. If you've been watching me for a while, you know the Queen of Swords. That is my cut a bitch off card. So since you've allowed yourself to take this time to heal, to take this time and build yourself back up and cut people out your life, it's bringing you a new partnership. It's bringing you a new beginning. It's bringing you in the celebration that you want for yourself. So I do feel like there's new celebrations coming in. There's things that you've been waiting for. There's things that are coming true for you, if that makes sense. Yeah, motivation 3 of Wands coming out. A new path is being open for you. It's got a lot of potential, but you got to put the work in, is what I'm hearing. People may be gossiping about you. They may be telling lies, spreading lies, but I feel like those rumors are truth are coming out, if that makes sense. Somebody's going to see through somebody's lies. Somebody may be lying on you, but I feel like somebody's going to see some truth through those lies, if that makes sense. You got Hope, Star. You're meant to do this. You're meant to walk in this path. You're meant to be freed from the demonic parasites. I feel like maybe somebody had a demonic parasite attached to them and it's now being released. Take that as you will, because you're being called into a higher calling. That's not for everybody. That is for some. Take that as you will. But it's like it's strengthening your mode, strengthening your time. Does that make sense? I feel like you're strengthening your time again with the World and the Healing card coming out again. The Angel of the Ocean. God is here to help you. Mary Magdalene, she was actually protector of the waves of the ocean, if you look it up. And I don't remember what book it's in. I don't actually have my book right here beside me because my grandkids been here and I don't know what she did with it. But Mary Magdalene she was like on a lot of boats. So protector of the waves is here. You have a lot of protection around you right now, which is causing change, and it's bringing you I hear gratified, take that as you will, but I feel like it's harvesting for you. It's harvest season for you. I'm actually seeing the Beaver moon, harvest moon. So you may have been noticing the change since the harvest full moon, if that makes sense. And I think that was in September. Or you may have been learning, going through a resting phase since the harvest moon. So that way you can unfold, if that makes sense. So that way you can unfold your security for yourself, if that makes sense. Yeah, unfold your wish for yourself. With the 8 of Wands, somebody may be traveling here. You also may be getting a lot of communication. The Death card is on the bottom of the deck. So somebody is going through a huge transformation. And I feel like you're receiving downloads. I'm also hearing grounding, root chakra. Somebody may be doing a lot of work to their root chakra right now. I hear sexual encounter. So maybe somebody's going to have some kind of sexual encounter. But I do feel like there's a huge communication, whether it be from your guides, whether it be from somebody else. I feel like there's huge communication coming in. And I feel like it's going to help finish the transformation, if that makes sense. It's going to help complete the ending. Does that make sense? It's going to help complete the cycle. So really pay attention to the communication downloads. Even talking to strangers, pay attention to what other people are saying to you right now, because communication is going to play a huge factor into your transformation that is going on right now. You're going to be receiving signs and signals from communication, if that makes sense. Whether it be somebody see, gossip is here. Gossip is here. Whether it be somebody that you know, whether it be just your guides. I feel like there's going to be some truth coming through from some gossip. You're going to understand more through the gossip, if that makes sense. Yeah, restrictions. Somebody's trying to restrict. Somebody may even be trying to restrict your communication, but I feel like they're going to fail, because you got the Sun here and you got the 10 of Cups. Your past is in your past, dude. And I feel like maybe somebody is trying to restrict you. Maybe somebody's throwing negative shit at you. Maybe somebody's throwing negative ass spells at you. But I feel like somebody around you. There's a lot of gossip about you going on. And I'm just saying, I know people be gossiping about me, but somebody's going to see the truth. People are going to see the truth through this gossip. They're going to see that they are just jealous, and they're trying to restrict you from gaining your blessings and gaining your happiness, if that makes sense. Yeah, gaining your success. You're going to be successful anyways, is what I'm trying to say. I feel like it's going to be reflected back onto them, if that makes sense. Their gossip is going to be reflected back onto them. You don't have to worry about that no more, because people are going to see through the bullshit. I feel like people are going to see through the bullshit. Anything else? I hear, don't worry, be happy. Don't worry about your success is coming in. Love will always make a way. Live, love, learn. Live, love, learn. Any more messages? Any more? Bottom of the deck, you got 3 of Wands again. A new path is being presented for you. Now, you do have to step up and be the one and be thankful for this new path. I hear gratitude. I hear thanks. You're going to need to give thanks for the things that are coming in for you. Be really, really thankful. Help others as they have helped you, is what I'm hearing. Potential. There's a lot of potential where it is that you're going, but you're going to have to stay strong in your mind. You're going to have to stay strong in your heart. You're going to have to be loyal to yourself to make this shit happen, because it is going to bring you a lot of success. I hear, don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. Somebody could be greedy. I know at times I could be greedy, but I have moved past that. So make sure that you're not being greedy as well. Make sure that you're helping as many as you possibly can right now, because I do feel like the way you're unfolding, you're meant to help other people walk forward. That's what's actually going to help you break free, is the wisdom, is the helping, if that makes sense. The helping of the wisdom, the helping of, whether it be money, whether it be knowledge, whether it be whatever. If you're meant to teach. Don't charge for teaching. If you're meant to help people financially, do it. Don't expect nothing back. If you're meant to, it doesn't matter what you're meant to do in this path. You need to start doing it, and don't expect anything back from it, if that makes sense. Don't expect anything in return. I feel like you don't need to worry about receiving nothing in return. Just help, if that makes sense. whether it be teaching, whether it be knowledge. See, you're very passionate about this. And I feel like yeah, an abundance. If you allow yourself to continue moving forward, yeah, it's got the Ten of Pentacles, you're going to be very successful. You are going to be the queen of the ocean here. You are going to be the queen. You are seeing the diamond and you are moving towards the diamond. And it's going to bring you a lot of fucking shit. It's going to bring you a lot of money. I hear a lot of money. I feel like somebody is about to receive a lot of money because you're very passionate about this. You haven't given up. Every obstacle that you have been put in front of you, you haven't given up. You have still got up and done what they needed you to do. You have, no matter what spells you were fighting, no matter what negative energies you were fighting, no matter how you were feeling, no matter if you had low energy that day, you still paid attention to your guides. You're still paying attention to God, and you're still moving forward. So I do feel like you're going to be rewarded for this, and you are going to be presented with I hear a huge lump sum, if that makes sense. So, take that as you will. It could be a lump sum of money. It could be a lump sum of love. A lump sum could be pretty much anything. But I do feel like you're about to receive a huge lump sum of I hear money. So maybe somebody's business is about to take off. Maybe you're growing. You're learning. You're understanding more of who you are and how somebody may be bedridden. I hear bedridden. Take that as you will. Somebody around you maybe become bedridden. But there's a lot of abundance coming in for you. It's a lot of hope here. I feel like somebody's been praying a lot. Somebody would just let go, give it unto God. I'm just saying, cherishing every moment. New beginning, full. I'm just saying, you can't make this shit up. Don't worry no more. Don't worry. Be happy because you got a bright new beginning coming in, and God is about to give you everything that you ever needed. You may be sad right now, trying to figure out how you gonna get shit done, how you gonna get your bills paid, how you gonna fix your car. I'm just saying, somebody's car may be broke down. You may be trying to figure out how you're gonna fix your car, but I hear when there's a will, there's a way. So make sure that you're not letting your will down, if that makes sense. Don't break your faith, if that makes sense. Continue fighting for what it is that you're passionate about. I feel like somebody needs to continue fighting for what it is that you're passionate about. Quit worrying about it. I feel because you're bringing those worries into manifestations, if that makes sense. Yeah, you got the Ace of Pentacles coming out. You got a bright new start coming in, girl. You're fixing to have a lot of activity. That phone's about to be ringing off the hook. If you're a reader, you're about to you've won. You've won. You don't have to worry no more because you've ended a cycle. You've ended that hardship. You've ended that hard times. So I feel like somebody's phone's you're about to get the business that you want, is what I'm hearing. You're about to look on the bottom of the deck. You got reward. Right behind it, you got the Queen of Cups. You're very intuitive. Yes, you've had options in the past, but you've chosen the right decision, and you've won the side of yourself, and you've healed the pain. Does that make sense? You've healed the pain. You have let go of all that negative shit. Whoever believes you believes you. They don't believe you, fuck them. Oh well. It ain't time for them to hear you, is what I hear. They got a lot of growth to do. So you just seen that, yeah. The solar flares are getting worse. So my house and my lights have been getting worse for the last 2 weeks. I'm just saying, they've been acting crazy. I even went and I got to go buy new bulbs just to make sure. But for the last 2 weeks, my lights have been flickering. So solar flares are going to get worse. They are going to get worse. The energy around us is going to become stronger, and there is going to be more malfunctions with your phones, computers, the lights in your house, because I know a lot of you guys, I'm not the only one having the lights flickering like that. I know I'm not. So that is going to be coming in, and we will talk more about that more as I learn and more as I grow. Right now it's not the time to talk about that because of the simple fact I do have people stealing my content, and it's more needs to be said in a book than it does on the live. Does that make sense? So look, you got the Wheel of Fortune coming out. So this is your destiny. This is your path. Stand up for what you believe in. Stand up for what you're passionate about, because you may have been hurdling them fucking hurdles. I'm just saying, people may have been standing in your motherfucking way, but that is no longer. Jesus then took that wheel, baby. He's driving your car now. Jesus is driving your car now. You're no longer driving that fucking bitch. Jesus is driving that bitch, and he's taking you where you need to go in life, if that makes sense. And I don't even know what to say about that, but either way, a new destiny is calling for you. Are you going to stand up and allow Jesus to take you where you need to go? You got the Lovers coming out, so somebody is coming in for you. Vision is here. You know this. You feel this intuitively. You know this person is coming in for you. You know this new start is coming in for you. You've done the healing. You've done the work. Look, the Fool. No beginning is here, baby, but you got to take it where you know it's going to go. You got to be able to take that flight. Does that make sense? All right. With that being said, I'm going to leave it there. That was a lot.